know what was the last time I was reading. They go to the doctors every other like 2 days, 2 days, and check if it's going up. But they have appointment next Thursday. I think the appointment is like really cheap.
Right.
At the moment, she's not taking any caffeine. She's not taking any salt and drink. There's no salt in drink. I will ask about how about the daily activities, exercise, morning walks, or anything.
Hello.
So like when she goes,
Sorry.
she goes.
I'm going to have to go up in a minute. We'll talk about it afterwards. We'll talk about it afterwards. Is that okay? I'll come back. Thank you. Thank you. I'll give you that, yeah, otherwise I'll steal it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
So in short while, when we finish our blood pressure test, and we welcome Sania from Living Well, always on board, making a difference in our community, public health. So can I ask you to come at the front so we can formally welcome Dr. Louise to start the seminar and introduce the first seminar of 2020.
Exciting. Shall I switch the screen on, Sahil?
Yeah.
How do I do that? I don't know. Like that? Probably broken it now. Thank you everyone for coming this evening. This health seminar is going to focus on basic life support. So that is what to do if somebody stops breathing or their heart stops. And we hope that by talking about this and teaching everybody in the room how to perform basic life support, that you will go out into the community and talk about this and teach other people, and that we can increase our awareness of how to save lives. This is really important, and I think that everybody should have these skills. I think if you see somebody collapsed on the street who's not breathing and doesn't have a pulse, we can often feel really panicked and really scared, not know what to do. And by the time we all leave the room this evening, we'll all know what to do. So I'm really, really excited to introduce Jenny, who has come from Fairfield Hospital, but works across the whole of the North Manchester area and Salford as well, as part of the Northern Care Alliance. We're going to have a fun session this evening. It's obviously going to be quite heavy, and we'll be talking about difficult things, scary things, but there's also going to be an interactive element where we can practice our skills on dummies. So, who don't have any arms or any legs, unfortunately. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Jenny to take the floor, and then just I can be your assistant, or
maybe you can both help.
Yeah, maybe we can both help.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Oh, you leave us to it, okay.
There you go.
How do I turn the screen onto the first thing?
So I could be your slide assistant, if you like, and I can sit here, and you can like shout, next slide, please.
Hello, everybody. You okay? Thank you for inviting me. I didn't know I was going to have a microphone. I feel like I'm doing karaoke or something. So welcome to this talk on adult basic life support. Like Louise says, we're going to think about how we can help people, either if it happens at home, maybe a relative might become poorly, or maybe you be in the street and you see somebody on the floor. So we're just going to think of a really simple sort of strategic way in which we can help people. So we're going to start off first thinking about what the heart actually does. And then we're going to think what will happen if your heart stops. And then after that, we're going to go into the practical bit and think about how we can help someone. So doing chest compressions, getting our defib on, and calling the ambulance. So, next slide, please. So, what does our heart do? Anybody? Hello? Exactly, it's like a pump, isn't it? So, we've got our heart in the middle of your body, and it's pumping blood around all your blood vessels, and it goes from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, doesn't it? So I kind of think it's a bit like a heating system. So if you think of it like a heating system, you've got your boiler in the middle, pumping away, and then all your pipes are like your blood vessels, and it's just going in a circuit around and around. And it's amazing when you think about it, your heart, it's beating from the moment you're born until you die, and it never stops. So it's an amazing thing, isn't it? So that's what it does, like you say, pumping the blood around. And then next slide, please. And where does it go? Why do we need blood in all our different places of our body? What does the blood carry? Any ideas? Yeah, oxygen, yeah. So it carries oxygen and it carries nutrients, doesn't it? So sugar and things. So it's going to carry your blood all over your body and it's going to feed all your organs and give it energy, isn't it? So if we're not getting blood to a certain area of our body, it's going to die because it's not going to have any energy. So basically, any part of your body you can think of needs blood. If it's not getting it, it's gonna stop working effectively. So next slide, please. So a cardiac arrest is what we're thinking about today, and that's just a fancy term for your heart stopping. Cardiac is your heart, and arrest is stop. I always think of someone getting arrested, it's like you're stopping somebody, isn't it? So if your heart stops pumping, blood's not moving, all your organs are going to stop working, aren't they? So, for example, your lungs are going to stop, you're going to stop breathing. So that's one of the signs we look for when we're thinking someone's on the floor, are they in cardiac arrest? We're going to check if they're breathing. The other thing we're going to look for is the brain still working? So if your brain isn't getting any blood to it, you're going to pass out, you're going to lose consciousness. So that's the other thing we look for when we're thinking, is somebody in arrest or not? So if somebody's heart does stop, we've got a matter of minutes to try and get it going again. So it's all about time. We want to help them as quick as we possibly can and call for that help from an ambulance. Oh, next one, please, Louise. Thank you. So, without further ado, we're going to give you a bit of a demonstration of what we'd do if we found someone on the floor and they're not moving. So I'm going to do it in three stages. So first stage, I'm going to do it in real time and just run through it as if it was happening. And then we'll go back to the beginning and we can kind of have a chat about each part and pick it apart. And if you've got any questions or any comments or any stories, maybe you've experienced something yourself, feel free to chip in. And then afterwards, we can split up into little groups and you can have a go yourself. So we've got another dummy over there. Do you want to join in, Dad, or are you happy sitting over there? Oh, you can be the dummy, okay. Real life dummy. Right.
Should I put that on the floor?
Yeah, should we put it on the floor?
It's up to you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't want to break the table.
Yeah, that's true. Also, we've got a few leaflets for afterwards. If anyone wants one we've got some in Bengali, Urdu and Arabic, just instructions about what to do if you find somebody that you think might be in an arrest. So I might have to put the mic down and just shout a bit. Okay, so I'm walking down the street and I've just noticed there's somebody on the floor. So try not to panic. So first thing I want to know, it's unlikely he's having a sleep on the floor, isn't it? But if he was in bed or something, we want to know if he's just asleep. So first thing, shall we try and wake him up? So how would I try and wake him up, do you think? How would you try and wake someone up? Yeah, exactly. Can you all see if I'm on the floor at the back? Yeah. So yeah, you give them a shake and a shout. So, hello, can you hear me? And if they don't come round, you know they're not conscious. But they could be unconscious but still breathing. So in order to decide whether the heart stopped, we want to know if they're breathing or not. So do you know how you could check? Yeah. Brilliant, yeah. So can you all see if I'm on the floor? Shall I lift it on the table just for this bit and then shall I pop it on here?
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right. Thank you. So, like you say, you want to put your face above their nose and mouth, and you're feeling for breath, you're listening for breath, and you're going to look for breath to see if the chest is rising. And while you're doing it, if you remember, just tilt the head back as well, because if you move the head back like that, that lifts the tongue out the way. So tilting the head back, we're feeling for breath, looking for breath. If you feel confident, you can feel for a pulse, but it's a bit complicated, so you don't have to do that. And how long do you reckon we'd check for? 10 minutes? 2 seconds? No, a bit longer. About 10 seconds, yeah, so about 10 seconds. So we're feeling for a breath, and they've not had a breath for 10 seconds. So that's when we decide, right, this person's in arrest, so we're going to need some help, aren't we? So I'm going to shout, help, help, someone help me. Help! And we've got a good Samaritans come to help me. So, oh, hello, can you phone the ambulance, please?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you. And I'm going to start doing cardiac massage. So I'll put it on the floor for me so I don't break the table. Hello, have you phoned the ambulance?
Yeah, I phoned the ambulance. They're going to be about half an hour.
Oh no. Can you ask them if we've got a defibrillator nearby?
Oh, yeah, I will do, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, one's a couple of minutes away.
Okay.
Do you want me to go and
Yeah,
get
please.
it? Yeah.
You could bring it over for me.
Yeah. Is this the...
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that and the black box as well, please.
Oh, I found one. Here
Brilliant. Shall we swap if I count you?
Yeah.
In? Okay. So I'll count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you carry on doing that, I'll put the defib on. Right, I'll work around you, Louise, if you just carry on.
It's hard work.
It is hard work.
No.
It's a good workout, isn't it? Okay, oh, lovely. Right, so I've got my defib. I'm going to plug in. Oops. If I can. Right, I'm turning the defib on. Carry on.
Stand clear.
Right, stand clear, please.
Now. Stand clear. No shock advised.
Oh, so carry on, please, Louise. So
Check for signs of circulation.
if it says no shock advised, we'll carry on for 2 minutes. So you don't have to do that. I'll fast forward time. So we'll say another 2 minutes has been.
Start CPR.
So we've done our CPR for 2 more minutes, and we're going to
Stand clear.
listen to the machine again.
Analysing now. Stand clear.
So stand clear, everybody. Don't touch the patient or the person.
Stand clear. Push shock
Okay,
button.
I'm delivering a shock. Stand clear, everybody. Shock delivered. Carry on, please, Louise.
Start CPR.
Right. And then we'd wait for the ambulance. We just carry on until the ambulance comes. Right, okay. You can stop there, Louise.
Thank you.
So I'll just go back and we can have a bit of a chat about each bit and give you a bit of a better idea. Ooh, okay. So let's have a see. My mic's still working. Right, so first things first, is it safe to approach? If it's in the middle of the road or on a railway line or something that's going to put you in danger, obviously you've got to put yourself first, so just be careful. Make sure you're not going to slip over, running over to rescue him, and then you're on the floor, you won't be able to help him. So first thing, make sure it's safe. Next thing, so like we said, check if they're in arrest or not. Are you all happy with how we do that? So initially, give them a shake and a shout, hello, can you hear me? They're not responding, so then we want to know if they're breathing. So we'll do that 10 seconds, putting our face over, having a listen and looking if the chest's going to rise. Oh, next one, please. Thank you. Shout for help. It's really important. It's very unlikely we'd bring them back on our own, just with the equipment we've got to hand. So as soon as you possibly can, get someone to phone 999, ask for an ambulance and tell them they're in a cardiac arrest, because they prioritise you, then they'll come as quickly as they can. I mean, they do take a long time nowadays, ambulances, don't they? But hopefully they'll be with you quickly if you tell them it's a cardiac arrest. And when you're on the phone, if you put them on speakerphone, put your phone down and they'll guide you through what to do while you're doing it. So you've got a bit of support there then. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath.
We can slow the slides down if you want.
No, I'm all right, I'm all right. Good exercise. Okay, oh, just one back, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, compressions. So, first thing to think about is where we're going to put our hands. So where do you think you'd put them when you were doing your compressions? Yeah, it's on the chest, isn't it? And if you're thinking about what sort of height to put it at, if you put your hand in the opposite armpit of the person and then draw your hand back, that'll give you the right sort of height. So if someone's on my side here, put your hand in that armpit and draw it back, and you want to go on the breastbone just there. And then how hard are we going to pump? Do you think it's little gentle ones like that? Is that going to pump your blood around? No, you have to be a bit vicious with it. So you feel like you're hurting someone, but if you don't do it, they're not going to come back round. So you might break a few ribs, but at least it's better being alive with a few broken ribs, isn't it, than not being alive. So we do it quite hard. You go down about 1/3 of the depth of the body. And it's quite fast as well. Do you know how fast we go? Any songs that you know that you might sing in your head? Staying alive, yeah. Or Baby Shark is another one.
Oh,
nice,
no.
Annoying one. Bit of an earworm for you. So yeah, I'll give you a little demo again. So it's quite hard. You're pumping with this part of your hand, your heel of your hand, in that centre of the breastbone, other hand on top, interlocked, and you want to lock your arms out, and you want to use your body weight to lean into it, so it's easier, you know, than using your arm muscles. So like that. So it is quite hard, but we need to because we're pumping that blood around. So I've started compressions. I've shouted Louise. Louise has phoned the ambulance, and then when she's on the phone to 999, you can ask them where your nearest defibrillator is. So do you all know, do you know what a defibrillator does? Yeah, it gives you a shock, isn't it? So you put your pads on and it shocks your heart. So sometimes when your heart isn't beating properly, it might not be completely still, it might be quivering around like that. And giving it a shock of electricity, it's almost like giving it a slap and making it behave. So you give it a shock and it'll stop, and then hopefully it'll start beating nice and in a good rhythm again. So that's why we give that electric shock. So Louise has gone to say Asda or wherever your nearest one is, and they'll also give you the code. Have you ever seen them in public, in shops and leisure centres and things? They have little number codes on the lock, so the ambulance will give you the code and you can get it out. So Louise bought me the defib. The other person's going to carry on doing the pumping and not stop while you're putting your defib on. And if you're thinking where to put your pads, it's like that. So your pads will be in your machine. Oh, there you go, thank you. So your defib looks like this, it'll come in a little box. If you drop it, don't worry, they're really sort of bulletproof. So open it up and you'll have some defib pads in there, and that's what brings the electricity from the machine to your patient. So when you get them, oops, sorry, the skin's coming off now as well. So when you get them, they've actually got pictures of where to put them. So, you know, if you're in a bit of a panic, your mind goes blank, doesn't it, sometimes? So one of them will go on your right-hand side under your collarbone, so like that, and they're really sticky. And then the other one is under your left armpit, so pop that one on there. Then, where's my other machine? So in real life, you won't have one of these. This is just for training, so pretend that's not there. and your defib pads lend in a connector like that. So just pretend the box isn't there. So this is what we're going to connect up to our machine. And it just connects in a little plug up here. And it can be a bit fiddly, so just take your time. So we're plugging it in. You're going to turn it on with your on button, and then it'll talk to you. So just listen to what it says, and it'll give you instructions. So initially, it'll say stand clear. So whoever's doing compressions has to stand back then, because if we're pumping on the heart while it's analysing your heart rhythm, it's just going to analyse you pumping. So when it says stand clear, come off, and it'll decide whether you're in a shockable rhythm and it needs a shock, or a non-shockable rhythm and you just carry on doing impressions. Impressions? We could do an impression for you if you like. Compressions. So if it is a shock, it'll tell you, it'll say, give the patient a shock, and it's a little button with like a lightning on it. And when it's ready, it'll be flashing for you. And it'll say, shock advised. And the important thing is, when you're pressing that shock button, make sure no one's touching the patient, because if they are, that shock will go through them as well. And you could end up with 2 people in cardiac arrest potentially, or at least somebody that's had a nasty shock. So before you press that button, say, everyone stand clear. Oh, sorry. Everyone stand clear, shocking now. And make sure everyone's nice and safe before
That's
you.
one of the things you see on the telly, isn't it? Stand clear, everyone clear. So I feel like that's quite.
It sounds a bit dramatic, doesn't it? Stand clear. But you have got to be a bit bossy, because people, in the heat of the moment, you might be someone upset kind of with the relative or something. So get them all to get out the way before you give your shock. Once you've given your shock, carry on. Start on your compressions again. And you just do that. It'll give you, it'll count down. It's got like a countdown from 2 minutes to 0. So after 2 minutes, it'll just say stand clear, and it'll analyse again, and you just start the whole thing again. So I think that's it. Does that make sense? Anyone got any questions or any comments? Has anyone ever got any experience? Anything they'd like to talk about? Or if you don't, that's fine. It's quite an upsetting thing, isn't it? Would you like to have a go? Yeah? Okay, great. Cool. So they're non-language based, they're all pictures. Oh, do you mean the audio? Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. But things they try and have on the packets here. It tries to have some. You can see they usually have access to all the instructions as well. So the actual audio is in English, but they do have. I was thinking about someone who's deaf. Yeah. Yeah. That's the point. So if it's a shockable rhythm, it'll flash as well. So I guess that'll help. But I've never actually thought about that.
Does it say shock on the screen?
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, so someone might see it.
Yeah, so it does give you kind of written instructions as well. So I guess that'll be.
This is the more up to date ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
But you train people who are hard of hearing, do you give them training?
I would do. I never have done, just because I've never come across anybody at work that was hard of hearing. But yeah,
it's a good thought though.
Yeah. I guess you would just have to look at the visual cues, wouldn't you? The writing and the flashing as well. It'll flash if it wants you to give a shot. But yeah, good point. Yeah.
We need to think about them as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
I guess in any situation, just do your best, isn't it? You can only do what you can do, but I totally get what you mean. But just do your best, isn't it, with what you've got at the time. And it is difficult, and especially if you're upset and it's someone you know, just do what you can, isn't it? And whatever you can do is better than nothing, isn't it? So,
I think it's worth mentioning, because they need to look at their own conditions.
Yeah.
If they are like heart patients themselves.
Yeah, definitely. If you're elderly. Yeah, you're more likely to get hard of hearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
The safety around.
Exactly.
And then if they can't.
If they can't, you can't, can you? And like someone might have arthritis or something and you can't manage, in which case just shout for help.
No,
isn't
yeah,
it?
always
You know,
shout for help.
you can
Yeah.
only do what you can do,
That's
but
the best thing.
as long as you're doing your best and sitting phoning for help, that's the main
Yeah.
thing.
Often we teach this and in this very structured way, but when it happens in real life,
Yeah,
it's
chaos.
completely different. And even with 10 well-trained medical people in the room,
Oh, yeah.
you will know more than I.
Yeah, in
It's
hospital,
always
people
chaos.
panic,
It's always
don't they?
chaos.
It's
It's a
such a
very
tough setting.
scary thing to experience.
Yeah.
And that's with someone who's a patient who you might not know. So if it's someone that you know and love, it's very, very difficult. And the most important thing, if you can, is to deliver good quality chest compressions and get help.
Yeah.
If those, if that's the two things you remember, I mean, obviously you'd get help, wouldn't you do that naturally, but having good practice at getting good quality chest compressions can save people's lives.
Definitely.
So yeah, I
and
think
it buys
that's,
you time, doesn't it? It pumps in that blood around your body
Yeah.
until the ambulance arrives. They can do whatever else to get the heart going.
And it's more to keep the brain.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Keep that oxygen in the brain.
Yeah, that brain work and everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's really that's why we do
yeah.
Yeah.
And if they are coming round,
Yeah.
it might be a good stuff as well.
I know.
That's the best case scenario.
Someone's done that to me a couple of times actually. Yeah.
You've done a good job.
Yeah. Oh, no problem. No problem.
Right.
Should we go in a couple of groups then?
Yeah.
Yeah. How should we do it?
How would you like to divide up into groups? Do we go sides of the room? Do you want to do men? Was more women than men, isn't there? How do you want to split up, Sahil? Do you want to take charge of putting people into groups? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just go inside and
Yeah.
side.
We can divide ourselves, the boys on this side, the girls on this side.
Yeah.
So then we can start some practice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can do twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This side.
Plenty of doctors. Yeah. 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 Lovely.
I'll show you this as well. We'll give him the good
Yeah.
one. This is the good one.
Oh,
We've
is it?
got the
Okay.
awful one, yeah.
Do you want to? Oh, Jenny's going to show you that. I'll.
Nephew, his uncle, suddenly had unexpectedly
Oh, yeah. Yeah, always at home with him. Yeah.
And then they obviously had a trained first aider.
Right.
Quickly asked her to do
Yeah.
CPR.
Oh, brilliant.
She just looked at me. She just panicked.
Did you? Yeah. If it's someone you love, it's hard, isn't it? Yeah.
You know, I know with my daughter, she was working as a lifeguard and swimming service. This was something they were doing.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
When it came to my brother, when he died, I said, look, please go and do something. You know, he was in that situation, our brother. She couldn't.
Yeah.
She just-
Yeah. Very different. Do you want to have a go, Yasmin?
Yeah, what I was
So
going to say
yeah.
is, because majority speak in Urdu Punjabi, shall I just do it in Urdu Punjabi?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be good,
At
yeah.
least then they will.
Yeah.
They can understand
Brilliant.
then, yeah, that'd be
So
great.
Yasmin's going to run through and also speak in Urdu and Punjabi.
Is that all right?
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So do you ladies want to, you could be the
come on.
person that finds him maybe, and then do you want to be the person that comes along to help and get the defib maybe?
Do you want to gather round?
That's all right, you just have a go, it's fine.
So ladies, सबको आती मेरी आवाज क्योंकि मैंने थोड़ी देखो अचानक हम आए कमरे में और कोई नीचे है तो पहले बंदा शॉक होता है ना तो पहले ये आजकल के लोग अगर किसी को नीचे देखते हैं
Oh, I'll come and tell you after. Yeah.
So we do have a baby doll there. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll talk you through it after.
because वो क्या हो सकता है वो ड्रग हो सकता है वो कुछ और ड्रग्स भी हो सकता है so I'm just explaining sometimes you're nervous about approaching someone so they might be drunk
Exactly.
Yeah, or dangerous. That's why it's very important to
keep
consider
yourself
safety.
safe.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah. A lot of the time people on the floor are drunk, aren't they? Yeah.
कि हम इनके पास जाके है ना पहले शाउट करना help के लिए
You need to see there's no danger around.
yeah तो ये भी देखेंगे ना कि पहले और एकदम इसके पास जाना ना, मगर पहले देखना कोई चीज नहीं पे गिरी, कोई स्कैफोल्डिंग, कोई फ्लो, स्लिपरी तेल वगैरह।
Yeah. Tripping, you know, like slippery
That's
floor,
what we
yeah.
slippery.
Yeah.
You know tail, oil.
Oh yes, oil, yeah.
तो ये पहले बहुत जरूरी है कि आप लोग पहले अपनी जान को बचाना है ना। अगर आपकी जान खतरे में है, आपको कोई कंडीशन है, हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम है या कुछ और, फिर ना करना। ओके, तो ये बहुत जरूरी है। देखो, तो अगर पहले शाउट करना हेल्प के लिए, फिर आफ्टर, और फिर उसको जाके ऐसे उसको नहीं हेलो अने हेलो it's a question हेलो।
Oh, so she's not answering you.
देखो वो मेरे साथ बात नहीं करी है ना, तो फिर हमने उसको देखना कि उसके यहाँ नाक से ये आता कोई हवा, तो उसके चेस्ट में ऐसे
You can have my job. Do you want my job? We can go home. I'll go sit down.
फिर अब इसकी ये यहाँ से नहीं आ रही है, नहीं आ रही है। एक बोले ना उसको मौका देना। हम चेक करें उसकी सांस।
Oh, I'm fine. Oh. About 10 seconds.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Go on, brother. Yes. Yeah. Keep them straight. Yeah. With your arms. You don't need to do your head. Just yeah. Yeah. 2 per second. Not too fast. Not too slow. Okay. Good quality.
I know. Yeah.
Good. A bit faster.
Middle third. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Keep going.
Sometimes you can say between
Yes,
the
so-
nipples. I didn't want to say that. Put them
So
there.
first-
Between the nipples. Yeah.
So then you stick the pads.
That's true.
You don't stop. You keep going.
So maybe a bit
Don't-
further up.
No.
In a man,
Turn
maybe.
it on. All right. So you keep going. Keep going.
No, you go.
All right. Anyone else want to have a go? Chest compressions. All right. And then yeah, keep going. Keep Uncle Abdullah. So keep going. Keep going. So Uncle Abdullah. Yeah. No. Bismillah. Lock them in. And keep your arms straight. Yeah. Sorry. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push it.
And now push.
You can do this.
Yeah. And go in the middle. Sheikh Muhammad. Yeah. Keep your arm down. That's it. Together. Yeah. Not too fast. Just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. And then keep going.
Arms clear.
So now, so you hear that? Back off. Everyone back. We just analyzing the rhythm. It's all right. It's not connected.
Arms clear. Push.
So when you see the red button, it's shockable rhythm. Yeah. So stand clear. Everyone is away. We're gonna shock now. Shock. Back on compressions. Yeah.
Start CPR.
All right. And you keep doing this until the ambulance arrives. Yes, Sheikh. Yeah, Sheikh. Yeah. Twist this arm. Yeah. And then keep your arms straight.
If you were going to do
Yes.
that, make sure you did this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fact that, you know, then
Very good.
And also, if you get really
So you go for 2 minutes
Yeah.
and then you
yeah,
analyze
important,
again.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else want to have a go?
Defibrillator?
Oh, you wanna do it? You can do it from the very start. Let's say put another scenario. Let's say you are walking down a mall and you see someone on the floor and someone is asking for help. So how would you approach it?
So hello, can you hear me? And then just put might check, you might have to swab him somewhere or anything like that.
So that's right. So you shake him. Hello,
Shake him.
hello. Can you hear me? Exactly. And then you just so that would help to lift the
It's
tongue
hard
up.
work.
So you lift it, and you try
It's good for everyone to
and you
get a
try to
feel of
see
how much
see if
you
there's
have.
air. You see if the chest is moving. If the chest is moving, there is no air, and you keep your hand at the same time.
Yeah. Thank you for that's
Okay.
really good translating. Yeah.
For 10 seconds. If you can't feel any hair, you don't see the chest is rising, and there's no pulse, then he's in a rest. So what you're gonna do?
I'm told him the way out, and I'm going to do
Test compressions straight away. And what are you gonna do after that? Why are you doing this?
I can give you
Sure.
the website.
Yeah,
Help
it's
is
all
on the way.
online.
sometimes
RC UK, it's the Research Council UK that really
Sure, no problem at all. Yeah, hello, ambulance. Yeah, near defibrillator. It's around. So what I want you to do, so first put this one and interlock them and keep your arms straight. Yeah, that way. With your weight. No, don't bend. Just keep them straight. That's it. Good man.
It's just when you get
Good. Good. That's it. That's amazing. And you can try the defibrillator. So when someone,
somewhere specific.
yes. So the most common ones, yes, is this one, anterior and lateral. So you want the current
And
to
if
go
you
through the
panic
heart.
and you
The heart
forget
is
what
here,
number you're on,
and you
it
want the
doesn't
shock to go
matter.
through
Just
the heart.
keep going. That's the
Okay.
main thing, is keep
Yes.
going with the
So
chest
sometimes they
compression.
do it anterior, posterior. So there are different ways.
Because that can start the heart, can it? So you still
No, impossible.
you're better off
You keep giving chest compressions. So you keep going, chest compressions, and then you turn it on until it says stays flame. So now you back up.
Good.
You wait for analyzing.
Brilliant. Do you want to have a go?
And you can try it yourself.
No English, no nothing. That's what
So
I'm
it will
just
tell
saying.
you if it's
You know,
shockable or not.
I think she speaks Pashto.
Shock bunkers. As soon as you deliver the shock, you're back on the compressions.
so you don't check to see if the heart's beating then. You just keep going.
So you keep going for 2 minutes, and then you check the pulse. Okay? Because it's most of the time the heart won't what's called cardiovert straight away, and it will be sometimes a very weak pulse. So you just supplement it with
Just keep going.
compressions,
So someone who comes
or you just keep going until you might see like signs of life. The guy starts coughing, okay, or you start someone to ask someone to check
Yeah,
the
you get the
pulse,
click.
and you say, oh, there's a
what
pulse.
about like mouth to mouth? You don't do that.
Yeah, very good, very good.
You do that. That would be for advanced, absolutely. But you know, the
Actually,
main
in the
thing is
teaching,
compressions and
amongst the group,
defibrillators. That's what's going to make him
Do you want me to put it on a chair for you?
survive. Right. Airway
I don't want
is
you to-
air is of course is
Are they?
important, but the two main things that the research found is compressions and the defib. That's
Like
it.
when you see people explaining it to each other, you're like,
Sure.
everyone gets it.
Yeah,
That's a really
So,
nice
yeah.
moment. It's like, no, you're not doing it right. You need to
I'm
find out.
straight. Yeah. Now, yeah. Keep now. Go down. Good. Yeah. Great. Yeah. No, keep going. Don't bend. Just keep them like this. Yeah. And now go down. Do the compression. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Harder. Harder. Harder.
Do you want to have a go on the dummy?
Yeah. How are you
You've done it
feeling?
already?
Feeling good? So now,
I'll have
We did like first aid
okay.
training.
You feel better? Try again.
So they like gave us
Keep your arms straight.
taught us on like
Yeah.
mouth as well. And they taught us babies and
Good man. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Anyone else wants to have a go, or please go
Yeah,
for it, man.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
big
So yeah, that's it. Well done.
First
But
aid
keep your
box.
arms straight.
I mean, in real life, you wouldn't
That's
have
it.
that.
Good man. Good.
And so that's
Keep your arms
why,
this. Yeah. Keep
like,
going.
the
You're doing
guidance
very
now
well.
is to not bother giving mouth to mouth, because if you found someone in the street, put it in
Yeah.
the box, because I think we gave them a
The
set.
defibrillator. Yeah,
We
you
might
can
have
try it
given
out. You
them
can try it out.
Theirs, they might have two lots. Yeah, so
It does matter.
in
No, it
real
doesn't
life,
matter.
what was
You
happening,
go a bit
especially with
further
COVID,
up.
is that like if someone
Okay.
found someone on the street and they were
Yeah,
collapsed,
yeah.
wouldn't do
Excellent.
the chest
Good.
compression because they were worried that they didn't want to do the mouth to mouth. That would like put them off.
So it will tell
So
you.
what we're saying now,
So then
just
so
do chest
that would be
compressions.
still
And I think
impressing.
you can't like
And
if
it's
you
just
know
it's very
someone
very
well
straightforward.
and
You just turn it on,
you know, like you do the mouth
and
to
you
mouth,
continue
whatever.
the
But like
compressions
actually,
until
the
it says
evidence
stand
says
clear.
the best thing is to just do good quality chest compressions. Call the ambulance because when the ambulance come, they come and do all sorts of things like put breathing tubes down, they like intubate people. With children, it's a little bit different.
So that's it.
And the reason is
Well, you make sure
that when
you
adults
look.
have a
There's no
cardiac
one
arrest,
around. No
it's
one is
more
around
likely
the
to be the
patient. Yeah,
heart
before you press
that's
the
the
button.
problem.
Yeah.
And with children, it's more
Everyone
likely
is
to
clear.
be
We deliver.
respiratory. So you do,
So
you
for
know, did they teach
example,
you
let's
choking?
say
Yeah, like slapping them on the back and then
what
like
is it?
it's
Asystoly.
horrible, isn't it?
So
To think
if
about
you
it,
were
but
to
then
do this
that's so
one,
important if to know how to manage someone
and
choking.
I guess you need to so you need to wait for
yeah.
2 minutes. But once you analyze it, it will tell you it's non-shockable.
Like Heimlich
If it
is
says
like
it's
a,
non-shockable,
I mean,
just
the other
continue
thing
with
is just like
compressions.
throw. If I was choking now, I'd want you to just throw
No,
me on the edge of the
because
table.
because this one there
Anything
are
that can
certain
get
rhythms
up there or something.
that you can deliver electric
Anything
shocks.
sharp. Oh, it's horrible. I
Some
know it's
rhythms
horrible, isn't
you
it?
can't deliver any shocks. So it's
Yeah,
not,
but I'd rather that than I die because I was
Exactly.
choking.
To
So
analyze
it's like
the rhythm.
weighing that up, isn't it? And like in the moment, you just got to like act.
Exactly. Listen,
Yeah.
even if he doesn't need it and you shock him, it's still not as bad as someone who really needs a shot. Exactly. Exactly.
But he tries to stay clear just in case I miss somebody that he stood next to me while happens to kiss them and get the shock as well.
If you, it's all about the patient. Someone is touching the patient, of course they will get the shock.
We could try it for real and see.
So if
Yeah, it will.
burnt, you need to put it under like
Sorry, that's real. No, that's a real one. Yeah, that's a real one. Yeah.
Yeah, the most important thing is to get it out. So get it under cold water.
but like if you
Ice to make it less.
Yes,
yeah.
but it's not connected to the thing. But see, like
That's a real machine.
that's a real machine.
Oh, right. So before, like, you know, like 10 ones.
Okay. Yeah, similar. Yeah. No, that's a proper one. That's worth about 10 grand.
Just
That one.
stick your tongue on the end of there and see if it.
It won't work because it's not plugged in, is it?
So you know what? So now let's say it's coming down to what 10 seconds because you need to do 2 minutes of chest compression, cycle of 2 minutes. That's each cycle is. So now it's going to analyze the rhythm. So that's analyzing, but it's not going to give any shock.
Sounds clear.
And the first aid one, we did that in
No shock at 5.
That's it. So you continue with the rhythm. But it's just because I'm putting the rhythm that is shockable. That's why. So people can.
love memberships.
Yeah, God bless
They're
you.
not cheap then.
I told you about 10 grand.
So how
How much is someone's life?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yours.
Anyone else? You good? Don't be shy, mate. All right, man. Yeah. Go on, man. Go on. Yeah. Do the chest compression. Yeah. Just interlock. Yeah. So you need to get closer when you try. Yeah. You need to interlock them that way. Yeah. And keep your arms straight. Yeah. Lean forward. No, not that. Keep your chest out. Now do it. Yes. Good man.
We did in a GP surgery. That's good. Yeah, but we couldn't get in a lab or pharmacy. We found it like we asked the pharmacist
Habibi.
as well, but they said they don't.
What is that even best?
Do you want to do pharmacy?
Yeah. You keep going. Not that way. No. You need to do it proper.
Yeah, I was gonna
With
do
your weight.
pharmacy, but
With
then
your
I
weight.
got
Yeah.
bad sinus, so bad. So they don't
Yes.
accept it. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'll do
Good. Not too hard. Not too hard. But yeah, but you're doing very well. Yeah. And keep them straight. All right.
Interesting.
we were both we went to do separate things, but then we thought
Good.
first
Yeah.
apprenticeship.
Yeah. Happy. Happy. Yeah.
Where are these
Huh?
apprenticeships?
Hey, mashallah. So why is he nervous, bro? God bless you.
If you ever decide to go to Syria, we can help you.
And we didn't like openly, and selfie and everything, and teachings as well. They give us like a lot of
We'll go back to question answer.
and then he was just yeah.
Wow, okay, wow. But they pay you during that time. So would you stay within here in Rochdale or join to Manchester?
Yeah, that will be. It will be neat. It won't be that.
Get on the tram.
Had to like use like Bradford or Huddersfield and stuff to go far. But it's just much that it would be every day.
Manchester's easier to get to,
Just
isn't it?
work
Like,
4 days and then uni is just 1 day.
oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
If it says to you, give
That's good.
That's apprenticeship.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
why I like
right, yeah,
apprenticeships
bit
because
naive.
like gain experience.
Yeah. And he's she needs it, doesn't. I feel like nobody needs it now. They're all sort of. She doesn't have strength.
His wife is Pakistani, Kashmiri one. Yeah, they're Kashmiri. It's called Kashmiri. They come from northern side of Pakistan. Yeah. So he did his school. This is my student and her mom. I taught her Urdu when she was in high school. She was my student in Urdu school. As his wife was teaching Urdu as well. It is really nice.
Do you enjoy it?
So she was in Urdu school. ये हमारे स्टूडेंट है हाँ जी ये फिजा की अम्मी शकील की sister है ये and then he's come back when he finished his high school. He came back here. He worked foundation degree. Went to Huddersfield University year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. He's 4 years pharmacist, nearly complete pharmacist. After 1 year, he'll be. This is his daughter. So his daughter, and he's the first uncle. Yeah, younger uncle. Good role model. Okay, so tell Arshad how you feel the seminar of today's seminar, how you think the basic life support seminar, Dr. Khalid, how is helping, how you think, why is important?
I guess life saving is
Not till the day
something
change.
that is so
God, it's 8 o'clock already though. That's,
exactly.
It's gone very quickly.
And
We're trying to
it's
get rid of
something
it.
that we might come across once in our life, and it's important to have an idea in order to act in an emergency situation like this. And I guess it's even for doctors, it's a good opportunity for also doctors to revise our knowledge and share it with the people from our community. I guess people have taken part in the event tonight, and they seem to be proactive and seem to enjoy it. And we've worked on the technique, how to do the CPR, and I could see a lot of them did very well. All right, no problem at all. No problem at all.
Okay, yeah, today, thank you, Dr. Rees. Tell us the importance of basic life health seminar in our community.
So, basic life support is a simple set of maneuvers and techniques that anyone can do. And the more that we know about these things, the easier it is to do. It can be very, very scary when someone's heart stops, and taking a couple of basic measures, such as giving effective chest compressions, can save someone's life. So the point of this seminar is to teach people how to do basic life support, and then what we found today in the seminar is that once we've taught one person, there's lots of knowledge sharing within the group. Everyone's teaching each other and explaining in different ways. And we hope that this knowledge will disseminate throughout the community and save lives.
I think the beauty of this seminars tonight is about the practical demonstration.
Yeah.
Many times we go and learn, we don't do practically perform. Because practical performance will help people to remember the techniques, and it will help people to practice the techniques. And how you feel that if people come to your hospital, before they enter hospital, how you feel that they can be supported through compression and through CPR, how important it is.
I mean, it's literally a matter of life and death. So we know that the most important thing is giving good quality chest compressions. And what we've seen today is that people in theory know what to do, but in practice, when you stood over the dummy, you might not be doing it deep enough or hard enough or fast enough. And so practicing these things in real life and having the opportunity to do so with the dummies makes a big difference. People hopefully go out of the seminar feeling more empowered that if this happens in front of them in the street, or if it happens to someone that they love, God forbid, that they'll know what to do in that situation and they could save someone's life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. It's really, we appreciate Jenny. Jenny?
Jenny's in the
Jenny's very busy.
presentation. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll talk to Jenny
Yeah.
about her advice on the seminar.
Yeah,
Thank
she's
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny, for coming tonight for the Basic Life Health Seminar.
Oh, thank
and
you.
It's really good to see this practical demonstration
Yeah.
and the CPR. How you feel that these seminars are, this Basic Life Sport, how you feel being in hospital, how important it is for the communities?
How do I feel in hospital?
How this helps in
Oh, how does it help the communities? Well, I think everyone's picked it up really well. I know the ladies have been kind of teaching each other in your own language, and they've all seemed to have picked it up really well. So it's just a brilliant life skill to have, isn't it? If someone collapses, you want to be able to help them.
So what will be your advice tonight to people for who they are learning basic life skills?
So I'd say do your best. Anything that you do is going to help. Anything's better than nothing. Call for help early. So always shout for help from someone around, and then call your ambulance, and then just do your best after that. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
It's really important that many people who they work with children and young people,
Yeah.
they are very keen to
Yes,
learn
yeah.
the demonstration. If
Yeah.
something happens to children and young
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
how they can help and support
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And this center, we work with children and young people. We want to be more compliant
Yeah,
and complacent, that we are trained.
Definitely.
And practically we are informed.
Yeah,
But thank
yeah.
you for bringing the baby dummies
No
as
problem,
well.
no problem.
Yeah.
There's some a website that's really good as well. RC UK, so Resource Council UK. So if anyone's interested, just have a Google of that, and there's lots of information on there.
Thank you
as
so
well.
much for tonight's very
thank
useful
you.
information.
Thank
and
you
very
for
practical
inviting me.
information. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.